I've always wanted to be able to draw, but it's one of those things I've never really tried to properly learn. So I thought I'd use this series where I try a whole bunch of different hobbies so you can find one and maybe I'll find one as well. I'm actually opting for digital art because people make some insane things with digital art. Seriously, you should look them up. It's insane. So for this, I have bought a drawing tablet. Basically, you get this pen, you draw on here, and it comes up on your computer screen. It also has buttons. I don't know what they do though. The first thing I need to do is find an actual drawing software because I don't want to be drawing on Microsoft Word or something. There seem to be a few, but this one, Krita or Critter, seems to come up a lot. So I think I'm going to go with that. Let me just plug this in. Oh, it lit up. You see that? Oh, it stopped. I don't know which way round it's supposed to go. Well, the writing's this way, so probably this way. Okay, so I am in this software. I don't have a clue what I do. New image. Okay, that's a lot of settings. Let's just go with the default one that it already comes up with, I guess. Okay, here we are. This just looks like a normal piece of paper. So, can I... Oh, it moves around if I don't even have my pen on the actual tablet. See this? It's moving around still. Oh, I don't even need a mouse. This is quite cool. Do I select a tool at the side? Pen. Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, how do I get rid of that? Undo. There we are. Okay, right. Okay, got rid of a layer. So there's different layers in this. You have the background, then paint layer 1. Well, let's just try doing something basic for now. Sketch pencil. That sounds good to me. What should we draw? Let's draw this lamp. It's round on top. Oh, it's not coming out. Yeah, this is more like it. I just went on a website because I couldn't figure out how to use that last one. I'm sure I don't need all of those advanced tools right now, you know. So the lamp. It's round at the top. Let's try that again. It's round the top. And then it goes down. It's kind of tall. Down. It's a bit lopsided. Oh yeah, let's correct that. There we go. It has a tall neck. Oh, lovely. We'll connect that in a bit. And the round base. Ooh. And the flat bottom. There we go. Now we're gonna draw the lead coming away from it. And then let's imagine there's light. There we are. Looks similar. No, but seriously, that one looks like a rat. I think what I'm going to do is look at some YouTube tutorials to find out how I can make it a bit better. Okay, first tip, always have a reference image. I have my lamp right here, that is perfect. Okay, after that I have some helpful tips. It turns out I'm drawing way too fast and I see what the layers are for now. When I did my lamp last time, I was doing everything in one big motion. So the top of the lamp, when I started off with the circle, I just did a circle like that. Turns out you're supposed to draw pretty similar to how you would draw in real life and do sort of little... You know how people kind of do bits of it like that? So then the shape doesn't have to be perfect. You can kind of make the shape roughly with loads of little lines. And then you can add a layer on top. And then that's when you can do your proper line afterwards going round your rough shape. So it's almost like you're tracing it, but you created the lines to trace yourself. And then once you've done that, you can delete the layer underneath because you can't rub it out. That would be way too difficult to go in there with the eraser tool and start getting all the tiny fiddly lines. So you can just do that. So let's do attempt number 2 at the lamp. We're sketching. Doesn't matter if it's not the perfect shape because we can correct it after. There we are. It's bigger than last time, but it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, that wasn't straight. Hold on. We need to, oh no, actually, looking at the reference, that was one of the tips. The lamp does go slightly out. It doesn't go straight down. Okay, come on. Okay, we've done it way too big. No, what, it doesn't matter. We'll commit to it for now. Okay, there we go. That is already better. So now let's add another layer. Then we're going to do our proper lines on top of that. Is every pen stroke I've done a layer? Okay, surely not. Well, maybe it is. So what we're going to do instead, increase our line width. Now we're going to slowly trace around what we've done. If we zoom out, we take away all of our other layers. Oh, what? Oh, okay, it's still there. Oof, phew. Okay, don't spam close pages, I guess. Oh, I think it looks better with the other lines there, you know. You know what? I haven't done that much. I might just restart it. And restart I did, until my laptop crashed while I was screen recording and I lost all of the footage of me redoing the drawing and a bit more after. Well, there we are. The laptop's just fully frozen on this. Even if I close it and open it again, nothing happens. So there we are. Okay, it's a new day. We managed to recover some of the drawing that I had done, some of the colours still there. Let me just catch you up on basically what happened. I found out that there is a straight line tool that you can use, so I can do these straight lines without having to worry about getting a perfect pen stroke. That's what it looked like without colour. I got rid of the initial sketch layers that I did, and it didn't look very good, so I kept them in for now. And then I did some colour, but I was trying to figure out how to actually blend it, because if I look at the lamp, it starts off bright in the middle of the lampshade, and then it gets darker as you go to the top and bottom. And as you can see right here, it's stripy. I just gradually changed the brightness down and did more lines. But now I have looked up how to actually blend colour, so we're going to try some of those methods. I don't think I can undo anything. Bucket tool, bang. Okay, let's get the shade that we want the middle to be. We'll fill that in. There we are. That's maybe a bit whiter. There we are. Now we're going to blend it by... We are going to do a similar technique. We're going to get it gradually darker, but rather than just doing a straight line like I did, we're going to turn the opacity down. Oh, and that was it. From what else I saw as well, we want a big brush. I don't know why it's so hard to find brushes that work with the pen. We might try this colouring bit with the mouse, actually. It's only really shady at the very rim, so let's try that to start with. Oh, okay, as we lay it over it, it gets darker. I'll come back to that bit, actually. Let's do the stem, or the neck. I feel like this isn't fully black. Well, it is, but in the light it looks a bit different, so we're going to take that into account. We're going to do the black bits first, then we're going to do the reflection after. Lovely. Okay. Right, here we are. This is our lamp so far. Now we need to add some light detail. So there's mainly light coming from the left side I can see. Look at my reference. Let's switch back to our yellow. Change it to a bright yellow because it's more whitey now. Zoom again so we can get more detail. Oh, yeah, this is going to look so good when it zooms out. Zoom out. Oh yeah. There's also a gleam basically all around here, just not this area. This seems to be the darkest area. So we're going to turn up our brush size. Going to get a slightly different colour yellow that's a bit closer to black. Maybe like this. You know what? I know it's not fully accurate, but this just looks better. I'm going to try and trim out around the lampshade here. There we are, right. I'm actually really liking this. This just looks somewhat artistic. What else do I do now? I mean, the lampshade is not really looking accurate to what I'm seeing in real life, so I think we need to sort this out a bit. For starters, this isn't even yellow in real life. I mean, inside the lampshade is white, so I say we do this. It's white, but it has a flare of yellow. It is white, but it has the glow of yellow coming up. So how can we do this? Okay, right, let me properly look at it. There's a shadow around the rim at the top, and I have not drawn this rim yet. Okay, back to the colouring. Opacity down. because this is supposed to be dark. Okay, and now it kind of gets to the halfway point and then the light starts to meet the shadow. So I'll switch to the yellow, make it a dark yellow, and then again, opacity down, we'll start to colour it in. Okay, that looks somewhat okay. There is shadow from behind here, so I think we'll make the brush really small, turn the opacity right the way up, switch it to black. No, not turn the opacity right the way up actually, turn it way down. Okay, right, let's add any more shadows we see actually. Okay, now this obviously doesn't look that great. I think we'll switch back to the yellow. Let's try and do something to fix this, because this does not look natural at all. Okay, there we go. That's our middle colour. Bit darker. Now we'll make it a bit darker again, and we'll lower the opacity a touch. And a bit darker again. It still looks like kind of blurry lines though. We'll do it once more. Okay, yeah, that does just look a bit stripy. So let's change it back to you know what? I would say, looking here, that's alright. Gonna add another layer quick. Yeah, let's make like a cream background. Right, and there we go. Here's our lamp. Here's our lamp. Here's our drawing of our lamp. You know what? I actually had a lot of fun doing that. Would I do it again and maybe pick it up as a hobby? I actually might. It started off really frustrating when I couldn't get the software to work and the other software kept crashing. But then when I actually started to create something that looked cool and I thought was way better than anything I've created before, it actually started to be quite exciting. Like, I got quite a rush from it. So overall, I thought it was fun. If you try it yourself, let me know if you think it's fun. If you're a digital artist, perhaps drop some tips to help anyone out in the comments if they want to pick it up. But yeah, with this I feel like there's loads I can really sink my teeth into and loads to learn, which is quite exciting. But yeah, thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one.